Oh, it is. It says recording.
Okay. All right, Pascal, good to see you. And we have David Montejano. We've got Justin Calhoun over here, who has been our elections coordinator and is going to probably be able to answer far more questions than I can. We're going to get started. And David, again, please remind me at the end of this session, when we get through with stuff, I will get everybody their Republican counterpart information that you need. Pascal, do you know who you're working with? I need you to unmute yourself. Pascal, I need you to unmute yourself. Can you hear me? Okay, well, Pascal, you're going to have to figure out how to unmute yourself, but you're working at College Station City Hall, and you're working with John McGraw as a clerk, and your election judge is Erin Hill. And if you need to get any information to Erin Hill, her husband is Justin Calhoun. Be happy to help you, I'm sure. All right, we're going to get started here. We are not going to go through all of the details like the trainings that we've done in the past, because everybody here in the room has worked in election, and you worked one as recently as 4 months ago. So we're not going to go through those details. We are going to go through the details of the Secretary of State's recommendations as to the implications of COVID on a vote center. And then I'm going to open it up for any questions. And David, as to your earlier question, yes, if anybody needs one of these, every vote center should have one. Every election worker does not, but every vote center needs one. So I'm trying to make sure all the judges have them. This is a printout of all the PowerPoints so that you can easily just go to this if you have questions about setting up or where to find certain
okay, we'd like to get those notes. Where do I get that from you?
I'm gonna get it delivered to you this weekend. I'm delivering stuff, and I'm gonna go to the office and make copies of these and deliver. I've got lots to deliver.
Okay.
Everybody should have received this via email. If you haven't gotten it by email or on a flash drive or picked it up at a prior training, you'll let me know if you're a judge, because this book is not needed for every worker. It's needed for every vote center.
Okay.
Okay, every worker should have this one.
Okay. Could we go ahead and the gentleman who joined with a phone number, if you could mute your audio, because we're getting a lot of background in here.
He's talking to you, David Montejano. If you could mute yourself so that the wind.
And how would I mute myself?
There's a little microphone at the corner, and right now it's green, and it should, if you touch it, it should turn red.
Lower left-hand corner.
That's okay. Are you?
Is that better? Is that better?
You're still not muted.
Better now.
But he's
Okay. Anyway, so everybody should have, by some means or another, acquired this. If you do not have this, let me know, and I will also get this delivered to you. This is the one that's the handbook that was passed out at the March training. So I'm happy to get these to you. You just have to let me know or let Justin know. And I'm going to the office this afternoon, and I'm making a bunch of copies, and I will get it to you.
Now, that is in the email I sent out, so everybody who got an email should have that. But I think I'm going to send another email with just that attached.
Okay.
You'll send an email with an attachment.
People are looking at the attachments.
Also, this is what we're going to be talking about today, and you can look it up yourself on the Secretary of State website under election information. It's advisory 2020-19. This is what we're going to be talking about today, and if you don't have this and can't access this, also let me know, and I'm happy to deliver it. I'm happy to print it out and deliver it to you, or happy to email it to you, either one. Okay. First on my list. If you need anything at any of the things we're going to talk about before Election Day or on Election Day, Justin and I will be available from 6 a.m. on. My phone number is 214-450-0935. Justin's phone number is
713-398-2472.
okay. Every vote center has been delivered or will get theirs today, a cloth bag that's got gloves, disposable masks, face shields, pump sanitizer, sanitizer wipes, and Q-tip swabs for the machines, for voters to use for machines. I apologize, I ordered 5,000 swabs. Trudy didn't tell me she was ordering pencils, but nevertheless, you've got backup if you need it.
We still have the bag that you delivered to us. We didn't use any of it.
You didn't use any of it?
No.
Well, good, hang on to it because November's coming and the party will probably need it then.
Okay.
And I know that there's a lot of people that want to use those face shields, and the party spent a whole lot of money. Well, the state of Texas did because I built it. I spent a whole lot of money on that stuff. So
Yes.
we don't want to just junk it.
Okay, Rosa, you got that bag, but you got that over at the
No,
No,
she
she
has-
delivered it to the house.
house. Okay, we've got it. Thank you. Okay.
Okay, good. If at any time during the day you run out of things, the shields and the masks are both a little flimsy. I think you got plenty of sanitizer to last you, but in the event you need anything more, some people want gloves, some people don't. Whatever. If you run out of anything and need a resupply, get a hold of Justin or I, and we will deliver them on Election Day. We have backup. And I got enough that I hope will last Wanda through November.
CC, what is your phone number again?
214-450-0935.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Diving into this, the first thing that's important to know is that any local, city, county election laws or rules or ordinances do not apply to a polling place. A polling place is an entirely separate, independent entity. You have to pretend like there are invisible walls around your area that you are using and spilling. Nothing pertains, nothing is effective in your vote center except state law. And state law includes advisories from the state, from the governor. At the same time, there are certain state laws that are applicable to you, and some things do not change. Things that do not change is if somebody creates a disturbance, somebody wants to throw a hissy fit and fight about masks or gloves or social distancing or anything else, call the sheriff, call the police if you can't diffuse the situation. Obviously, diffusing the situation is your first choice. There is an issue that has arisen in the past 2 weeks, and it focuses on electioneering. Electioneering is a Class C misdemeanor. It's a criminal offense. You can find it in the election code. You find it in the election code at 61.003. It is criminal to promote a candidate, party, or a political cause within a vote center or within 100 feet of it. That's why everybody with the signs is far away. You also cannot loiter around a vote center. So then the issue comes up about Black Lives Matter. And Black Lives Matter is a civil rights movement. It is not a campaign slogan. It is not a party slogan. Black Lives Matter in Harris County 10 days ago, the issue arose because somebody wanted to argue it was the same thing as a MAGA hat. It's not the same thing as a MAGA hat because a MAGA hat was ruled by the Secretary of State to be a campaign slogan. there is a verbal ruling from the Secretary of State in that situation that Black Lives Matter is not electioneering. And if somebody's got that on their mask or their cap or their shirt, they have not violated anything, they can vote. By the same token, somebody comes in with a t-shirt that says all lives matter, you can't do anything about that either. Our goal is that everybody votes. And our goal is that we don't have the entire voting process disrupted with a police presence. That said, we will stand our ground on very constitutional issues, and I consider this a constitutional issue. So while you may want to diffuse the situation, you do not want to let one voter's rights get denied just to keep the peace. Get that where you want to take it. Okay. Here's what the Secretary of State wants to see happen at every single vote center. They want to see social distancing. They want to see people wearing masks. They want, or at a minimum, face coverings, which is the advantage of the face shield, because sometimes that mask gets very, very old. You can substitute it with a shield and give yourself a break from the mask if you want, and still and your voters protected. There are going to be people that come that are going to present with symptoms, coughing, sneezing, sick people, and they're not going to want to wear a mask. You cannot deny them. You cannot deny them voting. I'm sorry, David, will you talk to me?
We've got a tremendous amount of background noise from that call with the telephone number.
Yeah, we can't really hear you.
Let me see how I can.
I think if you're the,
Hold on,
you can mute them.
Hold on.
There you go.
Mute us.
Oh no, he's gone.
Oh,
I think you cut him off.
All I did was hit mute.
maybe he left.
No,
On
it
accident?
was just an electronic glitch. He'll call back in.
I hope so, because I just hit mute.
Yeah, that's fine.
I
It's
apologize.
so loud.
Afterwards, I'll call him and apologize and answer all his questions. Okay. A symptomatic person is going to arrive and they're voting and they don't want to wear a mask. First thing you do is offer them a disposable mask. Very politely offer them a disposable. If they reject it, you can't change that. Offer them curbside voting. If they reject curbside voting, what you want to do is you want to put this person at the front of the line where he is, because obviously this person was about to enter the vote center. Every voter that's there needs to complete their voting and leave so that this person can be accommodated to come in and vote without exposing any other voters. And you let that person come in and vote, and then that person can leave. And into the problem without having a problem. You cannot force any actions on any voter. All you can do is control the environment. And that's how you would control the environment, is clear the room, let all the other voters finish what they're doing, and then have the room cleared, and then let this person come in to vote. Okay. People are going to come in and you may encounter somebody wearing a mask, and you cannot readily confirm that they are based on their identification, that they are in fact the same person. You can ask them to lower their mask. You know, it only takes a second or two to look at their ID and to look at them and confirm it. Now, Rosa has spent the last 2 weeks at early vote, so she's a better expert at what happens and doesn't happen. But my experience with the voting process with these machines is there really is very little physical interaction between the voter and the election worker. Would you agree or no, Rosa? Yeah, okay. So that should not be.
We asked them for their birthday, and then we could verify that this was a person.
Okay. Poll watchers. Poll watchers are sent by a candidate or a campaign or an issue. Some, Planned Parenthood, somebody sends in a poll watcher. Anybody can send in a poll watcher provided they've completed their paperwork appropriately. If a poll watcher, hello Ken, if a poll watcher violates any of the restrictions that you're trying to enforce, and obviously enforcement is an exaggeration because you're just strongly encouraging these guidelines. Poll watcher is 100% under the authority of the organization that sent them, provided all their information, their paperwork is complete. You can and should politely offer them a mask. They have the right to reject it. You can and should ask them to properly social distance. They don't need to be wandering around the room. That's not really what poll watchers do. As a general rule, poll watcher is in a place. If somebody is going to vote with assistance, that poll watcher, as always, has the authority to come within a certain space to make sure that assistance is appropriate without actually seeing how that person votes. If you feel like you have a problem with a poll watcher, and you're not getting the cooperation, the polite cooperation that you feel like you need, contact the organization that sent them and ask for a replacement poll watcher. And then they have the right to choose whether to do that or not. However it ends up playing out, make sure you document all the steps you took and all the efforts you made on the form that comes in your bag. You have a bag regarding the poll watcher. They have to sign in, the judge signs them in, and they have to sign in, and their identifying information is in there. And of course, they have a different set of rules which are documented in this book. Assistants and interpreters, you treat just like a voter. And you can't enforce anything more on them, but obviously if they have an assistant or an interpreter with them, it might be a little bit, they brought their own for assistance or interpreting. It might be a little more conducive to suggesting curbside because that makes it easier on all of them. And David, you're at Brazos admin and you have a fourth person, and that's the reason there are 4 workers there, is so that you're more able to easily provide the curbside voting.
Has this fourth person, have they had experience with curbside?
Roy Variel, I'm sure he has. I mean, Roy's probably worked 15, 20 elections. Justin,
Okay.
You weren't here. We got here a little bit early. David and I did, and we were talking. I was explaining to him that Kevin Pierce, his fourth person, has stepped out and that Roy's stepping in. So you're the one that's, have you spoken with him and confirmed that? Muted.
I did, but then he started to kind of get non-committal. So I'm going to check with him today, but I'm already kind of made a little list of people I'm going to
We're
contact.
moving on.
And he was kind of like, well, I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, it was a firm yes, which turned into a maybe.
Right.
So he's
When you talked to him today, the part you missed, when you talked to him today, Trudy had earlier said that these 2 locations with the curbside, that it would be dedicated curbside to where there would be a tent and tables and chairs. Well, last night I get an email from Crystal because I'm asking Crystal, do I need to bring tents and tables and chairs for these people? And last night she emails me and says they're not going to be actually curbside, they're going to be inside. So I don't even know what that means, and that's why I plan to ask her today at 1 o'clock at ballot board. I'm confused, especially since admin and Brazos Center both have a fairly long distance to walk back and forth between the front door and the parking lot. I mean, that's not just walking out the door and there you are. That's, half a block between the front door and driveway. So I'm going to talk to her some more today and get better details on that.
That's really what he's concerned about. is if he's going to have to be outdoors for stretches. Because I said, well, y'all will rotate,
Yeah.
but I think he was like, I don't know about that part of it. So if if the curbside is moving in, I'm sure he'll.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you wait to call him back
Mhm.
until after this afternoon?
Okay.
And after ballot board this afternoon, then we'll have better information that we can
Okay.
share with him. Okay. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys to talk amongst yourself for about 2 minutes while I figure out how to, while we're online, download this Republican. I have the Republican list,
Okay.
but I didn't print it out. So hold on just a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, I'm also going to have to get that today at ballot board because it tells me the file is corrupted and it will not open. So I will give you a call, David, this evening with your Republican counterpart information. And you're muted. I can't hear you.
But I'll see you at ballot board today, right?
Oh, you're going to be at ballot board. Okay, I'm going to get it from her there.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Okay, so I'm trying to think if I've overlooked anything that I meant to get. I'm going to get you guys badges. If you have badges left over, the lanyard badges, if you did not put it back in the bag and you still have it from March, please use those. Otherwise, I'll go to the office and make some more badges today to get them delivered. And don't forget, you have lunch being delivered, no drinks, and watch for your lunch delivery person because there is some pushback about them entering the building for the purpose of delivering lunch, that's not an appropriate person. I mean, appropriate purpose. So what else does anybody have?
I have a question. What time do we need to report in to start work?
I'm sorry, say that again.
What time do I have to report in
You
for
should
work?
hear, Pascal, hold on a second. What I was trying to tell you earlier. Your election worker is Aaron Hill. I mean, your election judge is Aaron Hill.
Yeah.
And Aaron will be in touch with you before Tuesday. But generally speaking, you need to be there at 6 a.m. But
Okay.
you should hear from your election judge prior to Tuesday.
Does he get my number?
Yes.
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 Oh, okay.
What, you want to confirm your phone number with me? I can tell you the phone number I have is 979-721. Oh my God. 0093?
Correct. Yeah, that's
Okay.
my number.
All right. Then you will hear from her before Tuesday.
Oh, before Tuesday?
before Tuesday, you will hear from her. But as a general rule, judges want their workers to be there by 6 a.m.
Yeah, I know. Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
What else? Anybody?
How many hours are we working? That's another question.
Generally speaking, I think you're looking at working 13 hours. You start at 6 and polls close at 7, and it's going to depend entirely on how long it takes to close up. But so between 13 and 14 hours.
Okay.
Okay.
That's cool. Yeah.
James,
I can't hear him though.
James, it's good to see you. I'm sorry that you're just joining us.
Oh, I know where my sound is. Hold up. I know where my sound is. Hold on.
Okay, we can hear you fine.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing. We're just finishing up the meeting. It started at 10, and we're just.
I know my computer was messing up. I called what's her name about the thing because I took forever for it to load up and then I couldn't find his email after I had the email I was looking for it. I called her, she's gonna send it to me, but I got it. I'm here.
Okay,
Sorry
well
about
here's the thing. Are you a standby worker or are you assigned to a polling place? Oh, you're
I'm at a polling
assigned
place,
to
Susan.
First Baptist Church. Your election judge. Your election
Yes, ma'am.
judge is
No,
Susan Spears.
I'm with Spears. Yeah, I'm with Spears.
And
She's on the phone with me right here.
Okay, she's online right now.
Yeah, she's on the phone with me.
Okay. Here's what I'd like for you to do is we have this meeting recorded to YouTube.
Okay.
So you can go to YouTube and search Brazos County Democratic Party.
Okay.
And this should be there. I think it takes maybe 30, 40 minutes,
Okay.
possibly for it to convert.
Brazos County?
Yeah, look for Brazos County Democratic Party. And you've got my number and Justin's number.
Uh-huh. I ran an errand. I was paying a bill and it took too long. And I got back home. But I was here at 10.
That's no problem. You can watch the whole thing on YouTube. And then
Okay.
if you have any questions, call Susan or me or Justin.
Okay.
We're happy to resolve any issues or questions you've got.
I'm
Okay.
gonna just watch the video, but I'm gonna stay I'm on the link with them. I'm just gonna finish up with them.
Okay, so we're done here. Correct?
They're closing up now.
I want to thank you all very, very much.
She said, wait, say that. Can you say the link again?
Do you have an email with me?
Yeah, Brazos County Democrats on the YouTube.
I have your email. I'll send you the link.
What Susan wanted. Ms. Langford, Susan wanted the link. I mean, wanted the email, the site.
Well, it's not a site. It's just YouTube, and we have a YouTube
It
channel.
says YouTube, Brazos County Democrats.
Or BCDP.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, bye. I thought it would be longer. I didn't think it would be this short either.
Yeah.
How about that?
Okay. But that's because everybody here has worked elections before, and we went.
Oh, me too.
We primarily went through the safety issues and the COVID issues.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, TC, we'll see you at ballot board.
Thank you so much for everything. Bye, folks.
Bye.
Bye.